Have you ever yearned for a spiritual home where every part of who you are is not just accepted, but truly celebrated? A place where your identity, including your queer identity, is seen as a gift, not a challenge to be overcome? Finding such a community can be a profoundly healing experience, offering a sense of belonging and spiritual nourishment. At its core, an affirming faith group for queer people is one that actively welcomes, includes, and celebrates lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and other diverse sexual orientations and gender identities. This goes for beyond mere tolerance. It means full inclusion in all aspects of community life, leadership, and sacred practices, recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of every individual as created in the divine image. The why behind this lies in a theological understanding that values love, justice, and radical inclusivity. These groups often interpret sacred texts through a lens of compassion and liberation, challenging traditional doctrines that have caused harm. They believe that God's love extends unconditionally to all people, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity, and that faith communities are called to reflect that boundless love. This deep commitment is often rooted in a desire to heal past harms and build a more equitable spiritual space. You can identify such a group by looking for several key indicators. Start by checking their public statements. Many affirming churches and organizations will clearly state their inclusive stance on their website or signage. Look for explicit statements using words like affirming, inclusive, or welcoming, specifically naming LGBTQ+ individuals. Pay attention to visible signs of welcome, such as rainbow flags or inclusive language in bulletins and sermons. Engage with members and leaders. Ask direct questions about their policies on same-sex marriage, transgender leadership, and how they support queer members. True affirmation is woven into the very fabric of the community, not just a surface-level gesture. An insider tip: truly affirming communities often engage in ongoing education and advocacy for queer rights within their broader faith tradition and in society. They see advocating for justice as an integral part of their spiritual work. This means they are not just passively welcoming, but are actively working to create a world where all queer individuals are safe, valued, and empowered, both inside and outside the church walls. They also tend to have robust pastoral care and support systems, specifically tailored to the unique needs and experiences of their queer members. Ultimately, finding a faith group that is truly affirming for queer people means discovering a spiritual home where your whole self is honored, where your faith and identity can flourish together, and where you are empowered to contribute your unique gifts to a community built on unconditional love and acceptance. It is about experiencing spiritual wholeness in a place that truly understands and cherishes you.
If this speaks to your spirit, like, subscribe, and keep growing in faith with us.